Welcome to Pakenham Mazda. My name is Oliver and this is our 2012 Hyundai IX35 Active. As you can see, it's finished in this stunning blue colour and it is exceptionally great value. It's only 150,000 kilometres from new and it's a fantastic runaround, being a 5-speed manual. From the visual inspection of the front of the car, those headlights are extremely bright and nice and large, so nighttime driving won't be a problem. And travelling around the side of the vehicle, your tyres, these cars just come in, but those tyres have lots of tread left on them, and that steel wheel doesn't appear to have any gutter rash on it whatsoever. On your side mirrors, you do have the wraparound indicators to alert passengers and cars next to you that you are looking to merge lanes. Through the side of the car, there are no dents visually on the side of the IX35, and in the back seat, as you'll see, the interior is in fantastic condition. You've got a fabric interior, cloth seating, and those seat belts, don't have any tears in them whatsoever. That rear left wheel, again, no gutter rash on it whatsoever. That's the benefit of a higher car like a IX35, and those tyres have a bunch of tread left on them still. Got the Hyundai badging here at the back, and the hatch opens up to reveal a huge boot space, which has the cargo blind as well, so you can pull that out and hook that in. Then once your hatch is closed, nobody will be able to see what's in your boot space, whether it's groceries or other belongings. In terms of storage, you've got a lot of storage here around the sides, but also in the wall of the driver's side, and underneath a huge full-size spare, as you can see there, as well as a jack and the tools to change your wheel. Close the boot there. On the IX35, this model, there is rear parking sensors as well, which do communicate through to the cabin and beep when you're approaching something in reverse. The third steel wheel, no gutter rash again, and plenty of tread. On the driver's side of the IX35, visually, if we're being picky, there's a really shallow dent just there, quite shallow, but I'm sure that we'd be able to touch that up if it had the need to be touched up. On offer is a 2-litre petrol engine putting down 122 kilowatts, which makes this IX35 very zippy around town. It does offer a very affordable fuel consumption of around 600 litres per tank, so very efficient, whilst also having a nice amount of power as well. You'll notice the engine bay is extremely clean. When these cars do come in and we prep them to a very high standard, that includes steam cleaning the engine bay and making sure that everything is presented as well as possible. On the interior of the IX35 Active, everything is exactly where it needs to be. So you've got your cruise control on the right hand side of the wheel and your audio controls on the left, whether that's your volume or changing stations back and forth, or changing the mode, which does reflect through which station you're choosing. Behind there you do have your lights on the right, as well as the indicators, and your wipers on the left, so all fairly standard positioning for an Australian designed car. You've got your traction control button down here, as well as hill descent control, so you can simply pop that on a hill and take your foot off the brake, and it will gradually lower you down that hill, that decline. Through the middle you do have nice large gauge cluster, so your speedo's on the right, as well as your rev counter on the left, which does help because this is the 5-speed manual option. And through the middle you've got a little display there with a odometer readout, as well as water temperature and distance telemetry, so it shows you how much fuel you've got left. On the right hand side by the driver, you've got your power window controls, which are all one touch, so you can simply tap the button, you don't have to sit there and hold it all day, as well as the window locks for the rear passengers, and the central locking button as well. Your power windows are all adjusted just there. Through the middle of the IX35 you do have your rear demister button just here on the left, as well as your overall audio and radio controls. So for instance, you've got your hang up and answer for your Bluetooth, you've got your USB input as well as auxiliary, so if you have a headphone jack and you plugged it in that way, just down below in the storage bin, then you can listen to your music through the car that way. You've also got your rear seatbelt monitor as well. Your climate control, you've got your fan speed on the left, your temperature on the right, and your direction of airflow there in the middle. As you'll see on this one, being a 2012, it would, you'd expect, have minor scratches on the vinyl. However, this one presents extremely well. I suppose that's a testament to Hyundai and how far they've come. You do have the 5-speed manual, as I've just said, and you can pop it into reverse, which, as explained previously, your rear sensors will beep throughout the car if you're reversing up to a wall or a car or a garage door or something like that. Through there you do have your handbrake out of the way of the driver's side, so you're not going to have any impedance into your leg room, and you've also got 2 cup holders just here for extra large drinks. You've also got a lot of storage in the door jambs for both driver and passenger, and in the rear as well. The glove box is a nice size with the IX35, a very smooth entrance as well, so it's not going to be difficult to get books out once you store them in there. Thank you for watching this video on the 2012 Hyundai IX35. If you want any more info on this car, you wanted to go for a test drive, or you wanted to see how it's eligible for our finance packages, please give us a call on 5942 5238. That's 5942 5238. Thank you very much.